Hello everybody and welcome back to Tekkit. Hey Grak, what's up buddy?
Getting ready to finally put all this steel to use.
Oh yeah? So we're going back to the moon. We've done some research on the force field that we need. But we figured out that in order to get us the power that we need, we have to duplicate the system that we have here with the compression dynamo, right, Grak?
Yeah, I still can't quite figure out how the coercion drivers work, but they appear to work much faster if you hook them up to an energy source.
Okay.
They seem to work if you don't have them hooked up to an energy source as well, but that's kind of the confusing part. I don't really. But yeah, let's go to the moon and we'll see what we can put together.
All right. You got your oxygen tanks. Oh, wait a minute. Turn off the night vision. Okay, got my night vision situation sorted out. Okay, so the energy source can be built inside. Well, I was going to say the inside is not necessarily safe from meteors, is it?
No.
All right, so that's where the infinite's going to go.
Yeah.
All right. Does not work.
Nope. Oh man.
Wow. So that puts a crink in that plan.
Alright, new plan.
All right.
We'll probably cut away for this, but we're going to take an empty drum, fill it up with water, set up an additional pump to pump water manually into the dynamo.
Or
The dynamo.
Dynamo. All right. Okay, we're back, and I've got a full barrel of water, and Grak's got a pump and the rest of the stuff, so we're going to head back up. Hopefully we can get this to work. Okay, do we want to...
I just got to figure out how I'm going to place it.
All right, you tell me when you figure it out and all that. Okay, so you got redstone energy cell, compression dynamo.
Yeah. But I'm not sure if that's how I want to do it. No.
Good thing that's a roof. All right.
Hold on, guys. Having a designer block.
All right. I think, did you get both pieces? Or did I grab one?
I got it.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Where'd it go?
The heck? Where did it go?
Is it outside on the wall? On the outside? Because it looked
I
like
placed it and it immediately disappeared.
it looked like it glitched through the wall. Did it poof? Did it poof just like the water? I don't know.
That's what it seemed like. Oh man. Those things aren't cheap to make either. Alright, let's log back out and log back in. Okay, now we gotta do something weird here. Alright, Gray.
Right.
Right here, next to the redstone energy cell.
Yep.
Actually, you know, just hand me the buckets, cause
You
I
want
don't
the
know.
buckets or the barrel of water?
The barrels, fuel and the other.
Okay.
Okay, those don't have a problem.
Okay, so the fuel is going to go. I don't know what's happening. You have to put both inside that, right?
Oh man, it sounds like this.
Can you do both from the top, or do you have to do one from the bottom?
I think it will only go from the top. I could try the bottom, I guess. I thought I remember. I know it won't go from the side, but maybe it'll go from the bottom.
I know you can draw stuff out of the barrel from the bottom, but I don't know if it'll go into the dynamo from the bottom.
Oh, it will. Because the aqueous accumulator at the house is feeding it from the
Oh,
bottom.
that's right. Yeah.
Alright, but now I need...
Yeah, you put the pump down there somewhere, right? The engine, I mean. Sorry. I'm trying not to get in your way yet, but at the same time trying to see what you're doing.
And... it's working. Redstone energy cell is filling up.
Oh, okay, because I was looking at this and it still says 0 or 4,000 or 40,000, but that's because it's drawn in here directly, right?
Yeah, and I also just realized we probably shouldn't have put it in the far corner.
It's not
But
going
oh
to
well.
matter, is it?
Well, it'd be easier. We'd have to make less of the, I think I made enough anyways, though. To make the diameter of the force field and include all this stuff over there.
Right. Well, do you want
Oh,
to
I forgot.
Do you want to move it now?
It doesn't even matter. I forgot, because these things are wireless. So what we have to do is we gotta put this, hold on.
This is the thing that's going to shoot the beam out to the other thing, right? So we could literally put the other thing over on this side of the room if we wanted to, right?
Right, but this thing is what's gonna suck the power.
What's that thing? Oh, okay.
The coercion driver. This is powered I think it just will produce 5 kiloliters per second of Fortron, which is the whatever
Yeah, I see it down
energy.
here.
Yeah, that's the energy that these machines use. But I think this will produce 5 kiloliters per second even if I stuck it in the middle of the floor with nothing attached to it.
Right.
But when you stick in lapis lazuli, then you hit derive. No, it's not. No, not there it is. It jumps up to 20.
Oh, right there. I see it.
And
Okay.
right, and that's uh when hooking up to the power gives you that boost.
Okay. And this is all found under the force field mod.
Yeah. And if you go over here, I gotta pull it out of my bag. Then we put the capacitor. Let's stick it in this corner.
Okay.
Okay, and you can see here we're getting the juice from there shooting over here.
Okay. And this is
And the frequency is
capacitor.
important. The frequency you can change, so you can have multiple systems running independent of each other without
Okay.
wirelessly interacting with each other on accident.
Okay. But we're only using the one.
But it's not getting much juice, so we need to come back over here and beef this thing up with some speed modules.
Okay, so that's like the upgrades on the side there.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Increases the speed of the device. Okay. Now it's up to plus
Right,
140 on this machine.
Right, hold on, I gotta open my... We made a bunch of these things because it really needs to be souped up if you want to just have it running off one of these.
So do you have to put the upgrades, you have to put the same upgrades on this machine or different ones?
It helps if you put some on here, just so that it can transmit. What I like to do is I like to have the same amount on here as it has on there, because right now it can't transmit as fast as it's receiving.
Yeah, it's only transmitting 5.0.
So I like to have... There we go.
Oh, now it's definitely pumping it up. It went up to 101.0.
Yeah.
Of course, you can see this. Now this says negative down here, negative 1.92.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. I think it's...
But this is filling up, so.
Yeah. I think that's how fast it will let juice out.
Also, what you just did was you just split. You had 64, 64, 64, right? And you just split.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. They're fairly inexpensive. It's just like, I think it's like 6 of the focus matrices, or matrices, which is just, well, diamond, which we have plenty of. 1 diamond, 4 steel, and 4 redstone dust will give you 8 of those. So you can crank them out pretty easy. The hardest part was the steel, not the diamond, believe it or not.
Okay. So what we're talking about is we're talking about this thing here, the cohesion driver, which is what's over there. So this is what we're talking about, making all these out of steel. See, this is all made of steel.
No, it's the module, the individual upgrade things I'm putting in here.
I understand. I'm just showing the various machines too. Okay, what's the one in the corner? That's the What's the one over there?
Fortron capacitor.
Okay, that's this one. Same type of thing. Okay. All right, and then the upgrades are these down here. The speed module is redstone and more of these, what she's talking about, plates. But you do get 8 of them. Okay, so now you set up another one, or is that a different device?
This is what is actually going to make the force field. This is the force field projector.
Okay.
And if you look in there, it's very confusing.
Yeah.
But
so what's all this? What are all these left, up, front, up arrows all about? You know?
I still haven't figured that out. I think you can have certain modules affecting only certain directions of the field. I really don't know.
Okay.
But anyways, the first thing you gotta do is you gotta choose what mode you want it to be in. We're gonna go with a sphere mode.
Okay.
If you back out, you can see he's got a little projection of a sphere over it now.
Where did you get the spheres? Where did the sphere mode come from? In other words,
it's just a pattern. It's called sphere mode.
Okay, there it is.
And it's just 5 of those force matrices.
Okay. Same thing.
Made like a plus sign in your.
Right, got it.
Your
okay,
capsule.
so then you put that in the center, and then I see what you're saying. Okay, then you back out.
Do you need help spelling sphere?
No, I got it. So I was I showed that, and then I see what you're saying about the spheres being projected. Does that mean that the force field's up, or that's just getting in prep?
It's not. Nothing will be done until I flip the switch. And if you look inside the GUI here, on the top left, the little redstone lamp or torch. When I click that, that's going to turn it on, which I can do. It's on now. See, the machine turned blue, and it's making the humming sound.
Right.
It's on, but it's not doing anything because we don't have the right stuff in it yet. It's projecting a force field of 0 blocks because we don't have any scale modules in there.
Oh, okay.
And if it's scale modules, so I just dropped 32 in there. And as you can see above us, it's starting to fill in. Let me throw a few of the speed things to speed that.
So that's the force field. Oh. Wow, that did speed it up. Okay, how big a force field are you putting up?
This was 32. I put 30 scale modules in there. So let's go outside and see if that's big enough, though. And I counted out the blocks a little bit ago, and I thought it was close. Yeah, that's actually perfect.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Now it's set up in such a way that you cannot walk through it. And the way the force field works, it actually is a total sphere. So even if you can't dig around under it either.
Right.
Okay. So basically, if we want to go exploring at this point, we would have to shut that off by clicking on the red torch. And it would shut it down?
Yeah, that's one way to do that. You think this thing would have cooled down by now?
It's still hot? Is it burning you?
Yeah, it's still burning me. But anyways, so if you come back in here, there's a way around that. And it's called the biometric identifier.
Okay.
Why not?
Use the whole room.
Now for this we need
Does this need power?
Where does it go? Hold on, I gotta check my bag. Alright, for this one we need the identification card, which is just a redstone and a blank card, and the blank card is paper surrounding the steel ingot.
Yep.
Here,
Okay.
Gray. Third one at you, it's on the wall behind you.
Okay.
Hold it in your hands and right click.
Oh, yep, it's my face. Everybody see that?
Yep.
All right, now I throw it back to you.
So that is now your identification card. Yeah, go ahead and give it to me, Alan.
Now it stays my identification card, even though you have it.
Yeah, you can actually switch it in the interdiction module or whatever it is, but we'll get to that later.
All right. So now what do you do? Okay.
Oh wait, no, this is where you change it. Okay, so you put, if I put myself as master, I will automatically get all the permissions. But for you, we have to manually set what permissions you're going to get.
Okay.
And we're going to go ahead and give you all the permissions, so we're going to click all the.
Okay.
But there are some of these things in here that say block access, block alter. Those are only there. Those are. How do I explain this? That only works when you have the interdiction matrix. And then you set the interdiction matrix to prevent stuff from happening inside the force field. But we don't have that, so for now I'm just giving you all the permissions, and then we stick you down here into the bottom of the GUI, and we should all have all the permissions. Turn the bad boy on. It's making little gadget noises and stuff.
Right.
And let's try to escape this bad boy. Now you can't just walk through it. As you push against it, you'll see you can't go through it, but if you sneak and walk, there you go.
Yep. So that means the creepies,
and hopefully we'll start.
Creepies can't get in from the outside. Now they can still spawn in there, unless we.
Yeah, they can still spawn in there. But yeah, we could put in the interdiction matrix, and we can have it zap unfriendlies. But hopefully up here on the dome, we'll start seeing some of those meteors.
Or you think
not getting to our stuff?
You think they'll hit it and stick?
They should.
Kind of like the one down here.
These act like any other
yeah,
solid block.
Guess so, yeah. Okay, well, I guess we hope that was a little bit clear. We're not trying to do a tutorial on it. We're really just trying to show that we did it and we're using it. But if you want to check it out, check out the force module. And don't get hit by a meteor up there, man. All right, Grak, thanks for your help, man. This is pretty cool. I like it, and the fact that we're not even full size, because it can go up to 64 diameter, right? Or
if you block, you can put more than one stack of those in there.
Yeah.
I think there's a limit, because there's only like so many slots for the modules, but they can get ridiculously large. But they're kind of expensive.
This is plenty big enough for what we want, because it definitely encompasses. Now, does it have any bearing on the functionality of the? I wouldn't think so, but does it change the
Let me check. Nope.
rating on the?
They both generate. They're all generating 6.29 kilowatts.
Yep.
So they're still doing their thing.
Very nice. I looked up and saw black, and I was like, "What?" I was underneath the.
Now, let's go back in here though. Check, see if all that all-terrain messed up our seal. And we're good.
We're good. All right. Well, thank you guys for stopping by and checking us out. Graktor will come back next time and figure out something else cool to do. See you later.
Later.